GM. Right. It's been some time. It's been literally 2 days or something, if I remember correctly. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance for something, which is the constant clicking you're going to hear. Because I'm away from home, and I still need to do Sunday swings, and I feel like I've got fucking carpal tunnel syndrome from using a fucking trackpad. If you ever used a trackpad on TradingView, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you haven't, fucking try it. It's uncomparable how much fucking shit you gotta deal with. Comparative to a mouse. With a mouse, you can just glide around, done. With a trackpad, you gotta zoom in, but you gotta keep like pinching your fingers all the time to zoom out, then zoom back in. Thankfully, I have a bit of touch on my screen, not fully. I don't have a pen or anything, but I can like kind of zoom out. But after 2 hours of marking up levels and all this stuff, it got pretty fucking annoying. But anyways, managed to mark them all up, go through my 39 pairs or whatever the fuck I have in just about 2 hours, and I managed to do it with a fucking trackpad, so don't have any excuses. That's literally what I thought while I was doing it. I was like, if I can do this shit, anybody can, because a trackpad is a curse. But anyways, welcome. Day 40 of Becoming a Profitable Trader. I'm currently having one position open and already put a limit order, but it's not been filled yet to my knowledge because the alert hasn't gone off. So, last week I wanted to discuss something which was prevalent during a lot of discussions that other people had, which was that last week or this quarter we're entering is a really bad quarter. So for some reason there's like Q2 is known for being like bad positions, bad filling, just bad everything. Everything's bad, market's horrible. I don't really like that thinking that it's the market's fault. I don't think, billions of dollars every single day being exchanged between two banks is going to make much of a difference if it's July versus May. It could be because of some vacation and stuff, and that could be the reason, but I don't really accept that. Because last week, for example, had amazing positions, and everybody was going, oh, it's horrible, the market's horrible, I get no positions, I couldn't get anything. Last week was my most profitable week ever in my life. Well, everybody was saying it was horrible, so I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm just saying I don't really subscribe to that idea. Same thing with saturation. If you're good, nothing's saturated, right? But anyways, position of the day. I'm currently open, and these things, if you see it early enough, take it. At least what I'm doing. I put a limit order in, wanted to get a 2.5. Well, I don't want to get a 2.5 one, but if I go down 1, see the difference in that shit? Really fucking annoying. And I'd rather go with a 2.51 than a 4 point because of spreads and shit. But anyways, order has been filled, right? So that's the alert for this. It's a 75%er, which is a plus C. Pretty good in my opinion. It's on CAD CHF, and I just basically saw the break and just thought, let's get in. But at the time, I could have gotten filled right now, but it would have been a 2 to 1, and I've made slightly just a promise to take 2.5%ers. So I've seen it's possible, and we're about, counting the wick, we were about 1.2 pips away. Now, if it doesn't fill, it doesn't fill. It is what it is. But it's just a risk that I'm willing to take in order to make that percentage. I don't want to take 2%ers. Next, gold. We're going to go on gold here, and we're going to take a look on the 30 minutes. All we're waiting for is basically a break of the lower high on this, because lower low. Yeah, we just need to pull up to this area here. If you're going to take a trade over here, where are you taking it off from? Where's the resistance? Where's support, right? Now, obviously, support right here, resistance right here. So why the fuck are you taking it in the middle when it's still not even closed yet, right? You still got 22 minutes until this closes. So, not ideal in my position. What I would want is this and this. That's all I'd really like from this position. So we're just waiting on the 30 minutes higher break on this, which is just going to pull up to this area here. And from that point onwards, I'm comfortable taking on the risk. If it wants to pull up all the way over here, I'll know about it. I'll know if it wants to go all the way up, just because of how structure moves. But if it breaks the higher low with an engulfing candle, I'm like sick, taking it off there. So the trade's just going to be off this and just targeting daily structure point. GDP AUD, just waiting for a break of the 30-minute higher low just to go long. You can see this on the 4 hour here. So this is already, usually I don't really count this, but if you look on the daily, well, not really. I don't know. When I was marking this up, it looked pretty much like that. Looked pretty much like that. So maybe this is not the best position here. I'll tell you what, I'll keep an eye on that. If it goes back down to here, because I need the close. I obviously see that it's rejecting, but what's stopping it from doing that having a high low to that and just going straight down here or anything? Because technically, market structure would tell me that it's still bullish. So it could do all kinds of shit. And I just need that close, to be honest. If it doesn't close if it breaks the higher low, but it just doesn't close, too bad. I'm just going to have to wait. Be a patient boy. Next, 30 minutes on the Bitcoin. This already had a break of the lower high. Actually, when I was setting this up to record, because it's 2 o'clock and currently, this closed here at 2 o'clock, and this was about 40 minutes ago. So just setting this stuff up. But currently, what we are waiting on is a 4 hour close of this. Doesn't look too good. If you're wondering what this is just an alert where I set it where it says 4 hour bullish engulfing, because if it breaks over this, then it's finished. But pretty much that's just it. God damn, I fucking hate the fact that there's lines here and I don't know why they're here. Right. Let's call it entry. There. I know the clicking is already making you insane. Trust me, it's making me insane as well. And the horrible frame rate that we have here is not exactly primo. So unfortunately, it is what it is. It's just the way it is. Euro NZD, we have good news, gentlemen and ladies. We rejected straight off the weekly area of interest, completely irrelevant to... I didn't even look at this and think, oh yeah, I'm going to take it off there. I just marked it up the way I thought it was going to go by looking at the weekly, and it came out to that, perfectly rejecting off, which is really good news. However, that's all the horses. We still haven't got confirmation that this is going bearish, right? This could very well just have a higher low. It could just go up here, up, down here, and just do that. How do we know? Well, we'll have to have that shift the structure of the higher low break. So either we're getting the break of the higher high, then going low, or secondary, we're going to have a break of the higher low, and then aim to go bearish, targeting daily. Oh, well, this is going to have to be weekly, actually. So we're going to target this area right around here. Imagine you're taking a position right around this area, this point here. You got this over here. Boom. Then you're adjusting it as you should for a 2.54. Boom. You can even target a little bit more risky down here because the weekly is bearish. So you'll have to have a lot of momentum, but I just see this being a good area of resistance without being too greedy. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm waiting for here. Just a break of the higher low. AUD NZD. This motherfucker has been playing me like a flute. Actually, AUD USD has been playing me, but that's another topic. What are we waiting for here? 4 hour shift of structure. So all we're waiting for is just a break of the higher low. So I can actually just just so I know, because sometimes you might be like, oh, what's shift of structure? I hate this shit. All the motherfucking lines here. Just wait. One moment, ladies. Just gonna go on 30 minutes and disable this shit, put it on the 4 hour. Because I fucking hate this shit being here. Now, why do I not have... I think I jumped ahead why I have the fucking alerts on here. No, I don't. They're just for some reason on the 30-minute. What? Jesus Christ, I fucking hate one thing, which is just TradingView does not know how to fucking schedule your shit in. It's really annoying because you don't know what is what. This shit... Apologize for the amount of swearing. Oh, we got filled. Great. You saw it live. I hate that you gotta fucking tick this off every time, and then you start getting confused and shit. You're like, why is the lines there? But anyways, as you may see, let me just adjust this here. You can see it. There, I was going... Did I jump ahead of myself? No, I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's what it looks like. I need a break of the higher low. End of story. Next, AUS 200. This is an interesting position. If you go on the daily, you can see a little bit of stuff going on here. What do we need? Well, it's fairly obvious now, isn't it? Based on the arrows. Since this has a probability of going up to this area of interest and going down, it might be a position. Secondary might go also down there. We have no idea. So what do? We plan for both. And I might demonstrate here. If this goes all the way up here and has a rejection down, what does that tell me? Well, it tells me right now that it's going to be, if I monitor the 30-minute after this reaches down here, has a break of the higher low, why am I not taking it, right? So that's option 1. Or option 2, you enter the area of interest here, waiting for the break below, coming back up here, and then targeting down here. Now, would we like? We would obviously like option 1, but we have no idea what's happening, so we're targeting both and seeing what happens. Next, on the 4-hour, what are we waiting for here? We are actually waiting for a break of the lower high, which is happening in 15 minutes. So if it happens, great. We are then moving on to the shifted structure of 30 minutes and waiting for a break of the lower high on that once it breaks higher low. And we're taking the trade off that. Now, I'll just mention... waiting for break of the lower high. Boom. Just to clarify, on 4 hour. On. Cool. And I can actually explain this. This didn't reach the daily area of interest, technically, because it didn't close below. But if you look on the 4 hour, it's just so clean. It just went straight into the daily area of interest. It's just so clean, I cannot not take it. So if this does this, goes into here and closed inside of my daily area of interest on the 4 hour, I'm like, it counts. Breaks the lower high, let's say it has a little retracement, aim up to here. Taking off a daily structure point up here, I see a good valid trade playing out. I wanted this to go faster, but fuck it, you're just gonna have to deal with me. Rambling. The rest of them, I think this was the only pair, or the last pair, that is actually actual, and the rest of them is just daily area of interest. So we've got SPX 500 just waiting for the daily area of interest to be hit here. I looked on the 4 hour and I thought, it might be a good setup here, but there is no questioning. God, I hate this. Questioning the fact that on the 4 hour, at least it needs to go down to the daily area of interest and close inside of it. Otherwise, we might end up with a wick that closes straight in below. Plus, if you're taking it off here, what are you targeting? Right? Nothing. The position here is absolutely, I want to say, not bamboozled, but it's just like, what exactly are you targeting here? That's a good position, even if you use my method of doing that. The fuck are you targeting? So... just remember to use some market structure in your analysis. Next, GDP CAD. GDP CAD, we ain't got nothing over here, just waiting for it, as you can see on the alert here, daily area of interest to be hit. Next, USD CAD, same exact thing. Euro CHF, same exact thing, but just on the reverse. This one you saw already? Yes. Jumped ahead a little bit. So yeah, same exact thing here on this. This could technically be also 2 options here, but I just foresee it doing that. And if it doesn't, I'll know about it because it'll go through the weekly area of interest, and it'll be so far out that it's just near impossible to target anything remotely. Like, look, if it goes through the weekly area of interest, you're targeting that or that, and I'll know about it by then because it's going to be too long. And I check these periodically, right? So it's not like I just set and I just never look at them again. It's just I check them. But this has lower probability of going through my weekly area of interest than my daily, so that's just why. Next is your GBP. They all look fucking the same, and they all act the same. For some reason, it's been a massive sell-off week. And, yeah, so that's pretty much just waiting for the reaching back onto daily area of interest. Same exact thing, just boom, 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 like so. AUD USD. I saw so many people, including myself, throughout this. So, Jesus Christ, the trackpad is giving me an actual heart attack or something. Jesus, I apologize greatly for this. First of all, on this one, it has truly done. It's just been messing around with me. I got an entry signal off that, or somewhere around here, stopped me out. I was like, fuck, okay. Got another entry signal. Okay, great. Wait, why is this shit not working? Apologize. Just been... My hand is just hurting. That's why I'm swearing so much. I'm going to try to reduce it. Took another position off here. I was like, okay, great. Targeting this. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. Stopped out. I was like, okay. I'm not taking anything else. Because it was like... I did something stupid, which was I risked 1% on this. And then for some ungodly reason to why... I don't remember why. I took a 2% hit on my account for this one. Because I tried to do the whole Forex TikTok thing where you like place a bunch of orders. And I placed 2. It made sense of where I placed them. I took a 1% on 2, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get filled because it looked a bit dodgy. On the 4 hour, here, somewhere here, I remember. It looked a bit dodgy on the 4 hour, and so I took a 2.5% limit order on that, and I thought, okay, if they both get hit, cool, I get a 4.5%. Guess what? Didn't get hit. I lost 2%, which is exactly what you should if you're risking too much. It's just a lesson. Next, I saw actually Alex Gonzalez, if you want to know his trade, he actually took a huge loss here. He didn't take a huge one, I'm sure he just risked a percentage or 2% or something. He's not a risky guy, from what I can tell. And he basically took an entry rise around here, got stopped out straight immediately from this big-ass candle. And which is good. If you get stopped out here, it's not a wick out. I got wicked out loads of times. What was annoying me is when I get wicked out, it means I'm wrong. And so I was like, there's something wrong. I'm not going to mess around with this pair anymore for... God, this was an entire week. But obviously, when he got wrong, or when he got stopped out here, it was just, it is what it is. We're wrong 100% because it turned daily from bullish to bearish. And it was just like, okay, fuck it, whatever. Next, NZD CAD, you can see exactly with the arrow, exactly what I'm waiting for here. 4 hour hasn't closed, so we're just waiting for a hit of the daily area of interest. Waiting for the close of the D. Sex joke inserted. I am not sure what's going on here, but 8 hours has to accumulate for me to just take a position on this because I don't know, is this bullish or bearish? I can tell, obviously, if it doesn't close within the higher low, it's obviously bullish. But I don't know if it's a 10% or if it's a 20%. I still can't tell because of the massive ass wick here or candle. I'm not going to take something that's massively rejecting and 4 hours bear all this shit. I'm just going to do the logical thing, which is just wait until tomorrow because I'm not in a rush. I've already got 2 positions open on this, and I'll tell you about this one. This is the position I'm currently open with. We got weekly is bullish, daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish, and we've had a bit of a wobble around this area here. My target is, I don't think this is right, I think it's more like this. I just remember doing it off MT5. I can actually check the targets. I should check the targets, but let me check. Oh, am I going off the weekly? Yeah, okay, I think I remember now why. That should be my area. But anyways, I'll check it on MT. this is where I'm at currently. Just in a bit of profit here, but just waiting until it's going to hit my TP and just close it on at the end of the day. Risking 1%, I think, on this one. Finally, this one, I'm just waiting for a close, because if you look at the longs here, we have about 10%, which is not ideal, right? But I like the way it's looking. Regardless if we have this here, I think what's going to happen here is the following. This goes up here, and I just need the 4 hour to go bullish, right? So if you look on this here, that's a lower high. I even put templates, but it's just so annoying to use them. This is a lower high, obviously, and this is lower low. There. So if this breaks the lower low, then great. We're going to have an even closer lower high. And once it turns bullish, we got a 20% to go long. I can foresee that happening. Or if it breaks the lower high, great. Same thing, because we're just so far down into this area here that if you're targeting up here or even up here, you'll be fine. And if you're targeting the weekly, which is what this is, I presume, yes. Why don't I apply market? Weekly area of interest. Let's see. Weekly area of interest. So if you're talking on the weekly, great. You got, let's say you even have a massive bullish engulfing over here, and your stops right around this area here. Fuck. Driving me insane. And then you set your here. You could very, very realistically target a 3% on this. Now, don't expect it to go to TP straight away, but it's just, it could, right? It could definitely go over the course of maybe a week or so. You could see I could foresee some 3% gains. And that's pretty much it. These two pairs, the one that is currently on me right now, I've got in. And basically just the 30 minutes, if you look at it, that's what I'm waiting for. These are my active pairs that I'm looking for. And so in about 4 hours, or well, 3 and something, 4 hours, 3 hours, we're going to see if this turns into a bullish engulfing. I don't foresee it, but Bitcoin is extremely volatile. And I like just a side note on this. I know we're on 22 minutes and 30 seconds already. Whenever I use this strategy in crypto, for example, so I can do this, I'm not going to mess around with it, but you can just look on my green list here. Whenever I use it for this stuff, the RR is crazy. Like, we're talking about 4 or 5% per position. Because I backtested some of it and I was like, yeah, let's see if it actually works. And every time I got an entry on this, it was no joke, like 4%, just because of how volatile it is. So these are my pairs. These are just some average ones. Obviously, BTC is my main one. I should actually put ETH on this. Ethereum. What should I do, people? Should I go Coinbase? Sure. Let's just add it. Boom, boom. Put this bitch on green. I can actually just put it on first, like so. So every time I target it, you can obviously see there's some structure stuff here, but I can actually just delete all of it. 11 drawings. Cool. So whenever I used it, it was just such a good position. So I'm not looking into obviously getting funded with crypto, but it could be a possibility later down the road. I'm sure it's much more expensive just because it's just so volatile. But if I'm getting into crypto, I'm definitely going to keep using this strategy and profitably get some good gains. But for now, if I'm going to take an entry on this, it's not a priority, right? The rest of the priority is obviously Forex. But I might just open up a Bybit account and just do it on demos, see what it's like. If I like it, great. If not, then no money lost, no money gained. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you for tuning in today. I know that it has been unbearable with the clicking and the trackpad. I do apologize for that. We should get back to normal within, I want to say, either Wednesday or Thursday. Much more likely on Thursday. We will go back to normal and a normal mouse. And that should be pretty much covered into today's video. Thank you, and I'll see you motherfuckers tomorrow.